Maestro, how do you feel before the start of the season?
A little bit nervous, but I'm nervous before every game, so that's normal for me. Excited to get started. Nobody really enjoys the pre-season. Everybody's, waiting to play the real games, and we start tomorrow. So I hope everything goes fine.
This game is really special, though, because CSKA is going back to the European Championship. So, do you feel the weight because it's your first game and it's very important, both for the fans and for the club?
A little bit. It's my first game in Europe, also. But like I said, I'm always a little bit nervous before every game. I always have big respect for every opponent. We have to wait and see. Tomorrow, 8:45, we'll see.
You will be without your key striker, Karanga. How will you cope without him?
We'll do the best that we can. We'll have our best team on the pitch tomorrow, and I'm confident it's good enough to win against Riga.
Who will play striker? Who will play striker?
One of the 11 players will have to play a kind of striker, or maybe there's two.
What's the situation with Kirill Disporov? Because we heard about the transfer, but he's in the group for the match.
The transfer?
Mm-hmm.
No, there's no transfer. Kirill will stay with me, but he's not 100%. As you know, he had an injury in our last friendly game. It's 50-50. I have to decide if he plays tomorrow or if we save him for the away game in Riga. There he should be 100% ready.
Have you got another problems?
Nothing new. Stoichko Atanasov from the pre-season injured. Kiro with something not important, but he has something. That's all.
What do you want to see in the team tomorrow?
Well, I hope to see a little bit of a new identity. Every coach is different, and I hope that this year CSKA will play a little bit differently.
In what ways?
Just different. I hope to see an emotional team, a team that plays with heart, also a dynamic team, maybe a little bit more vertical team. The things that we've been working on the past 4 weeks, but we'll see. I think it's going to be a complicated game against a very defensive opponent, and we'll try to find our way through.
Even if you play with Disporov, will he start from the beginning, or you're thinking about second half?
No, he will either start or he will not be in the group. I don't like to have a slightly injured player on the bench. If he can play, Kiro is very important, he will start. If he cannot, then he will not be in the group.
What are the main strengths of your opponents that you're most afraid of? Not afraid, but
Yes, we have to respect every opponent. They are, you will see tomorrow, a very, very tall team. Maybe the biggest I've seen in Europe. They score more than half of their goals from set pieces, corners, free kicks, as you'd expect. They have this Latvian mentality, they are fighters, they are aggressive. For them, it's a very, very big game. For most of their players, it's maybe the biggest game of their careers, so they will be very motivated, they will fight for every meter on the pitch. They have a very experienced, very good coach from Germany, so for sure they will be also well organized. And we hope that over 90 minutes the difference in quality comes to fruition, that we see that we are the better team.
How far can CSKA go in Europe?
Not very far, I don't think, realistically. How far do you think they can go? Final?
Next round, or?
Yes, let's take it one step at a time. We didn't have a lot of luck in the draw. I think this match is complicated for a first round draw. You know, it's nicer to play in Luxembourg or Liechtenstein. I think the second round is very complicated. This young Austrian team is very difficult. Let's take it round by round. The group stages are very far away and it's too early to talk about it.
Is there a possibility if the transfer of Karanga doesn't go through for him to come back?
I really don't know. You know, these things don't have so much to do with me. I think Karanga is away and he will stay at his new club. I can't imagine him coming back. From what I know, it's almost finished or already finished. I don't know.
So automatically comes the question about Michel Douglas, this Brazilian striker that the media wrote about. Is there a possibility for him to join CSKA?
My latest information is that it's complicated with this player and that he will not be coming. But we are looking at many strikers. I have about 150 in my head right now. We've been looking at them from before the start of the season. And I expect us to make some decisions in the next few days.
Were you expecting this Karanga not to play in these big games in the beginning? Wasn't it better for the team to make the transfer after that?
Look, everybody knew the situation. Karanga played a fantastic season last year, and when he has very big offers for a lot more money, everybody knew that the possibility was there that he would leave. Yes, we were hoping that maybe he leaves in, August. But also, from a coaching point of view, I prefer to have a clear situation, not to have somebody playing who has other teams and, a different future in his mind. We need the guys who are on the pitch to be 100% focused on CSKA, and this we will have tomorrow.
And Despodov is staying 100% for the whole season. Confirmed.
Look, I am not Despodov's manager. I'm also not the owner of CSKA, but I like him a lot. I think he likes me, so he will stay.